All right, in the last video, we talked about how if you have a quotient, so you're dividing a number by another number, and then you're raising that quotient to a power, all you have to do is distribute that exponent to your numerator and to your denominator. So we looked at examples A and B. Now we're going to take a look at examples C and D. So first things first, we're going to look at C, and we've got 3m to the 7th in our numerator, and we're dividing by 4x to the 5th, y to the 3rd. All right, with this, we are going to distribute this square to both the top and to the bottom. So what that looks like is we're going to have the 3m to the 7th squared, and then on the bottom, we're going to have 4x to the 5th, y to the 3rd, and we need to raise all that to the 2nd. So that's just showing we're distributing our exponent to the top and the bottom. The next step is going to be to distribute to all of the factors that are on the inside of your parentheses here. So this is showing 3 times m to the 7th. So we need to distribute this exponent to both of those factors. So we're going to distribute to the 3, we're going to distribute to the m to the 7th. Now, similar idea, like we've got a product down here, 4 times x to the 5th times y to the 3rd. We're going to have to distribute this square to the 4, to the x to the 5th, and to the y to the 3rd. So there's a whole lot going on here. All right, so rewriting. Starting with the 3, the square being distributed to the 3. We've got 3 squared. We're going to have m to the 7th squared, so I'm just going to put m to the 7th in parentheses, and we're going to square that. And then on the bottom, we have to distribute the square to the 4, the x to the 5th, and the y to the 3rd. So I've got 4 squared, x to the 5th squared, and y to the 3rd squared. And I'm going to take a second to shrink that. Maybe pull up a smaller pen. Okay, so I apologize because that's really thick on there. But the next step is to just simplify what we've got going on. So I'm going to do I could do this in my head, or I've got it here where 3 squared is 9. So we can use our calculator when it's numbers. And then we have m to the 7th squared. We're raising a power to a power, so we need to multiply our exponents. 7 times 2 is 14. So keep the base, and again, 7 times 2 gives us 14. On the bottom, we've got 4 squared, so you can think 4 times 4 is 16. X to the 5th squared, we keep our base. 5 times 2 gives us 10. Then we've got y to the 3rd squared, so keep the base, 3rd squared, so 3 times 2 is going to give us 6. Now this looks pretty good. The only thing that you might want to do is check to see if you can simplify that fraction. 9 divided by 16, you plug it in, it gives you this decimal. We use our math, enter, and it stays as 9/16. So this is our answer in simplest form. We've got m's, x's, y's, nothing can cancel. All right, so that is our answer for that one. Next, we're going to take a look at part D. So same idea. We are going to distribute our our square, to both the top and the bottom. So what this is going to look like is we're going to have the whole top, so 2c to the 3rd d, and we're going to raise it to the 2nd power. And then on the bottom, we're going to take our 7x squared and raise that to the 2nd power. Now from here, we are distributing again, this time to all of our factors on the inside of the parentheses. So we distribute to the 2, to the c to the 3rd, to the d. Then we distribute the one on the bottom to the 7 and to the x squared. And we are going to write, so we've got 2 squared coming from this 2, and we're getting the 2 that's distributed. Then we've got c to the 3rd squared. So c to the third squared, and then d squared. All divided by, we've got 7 squared, and then x squared. We're going to take that x squared and square it. All right, we're almost done. We're getting there. We've got 2 squared, so 2 times 2 gives us 4. C to the third to the second. We keep our base of c, and then we're multiplying our exponents, so 3 times 2 gives us 6. Nothing to do with the d squared except bring it down. All divided by 7 squared, or 7 times 7 is 49. And then we've got x squared squared, so we keep the base of x, and 2 times 2 is 4. So in this, we've got c's, we've got d's, we've got x's on the bottom. Nothing's going to cancel out. So this is our answer in simplest form. The one thing I didn't do is check to see if our fraction is in simplest form, but when you do this, 4 divided by 49, plug it in, math, enter, it's still the same thing. So always good to check just in case. But these are our problems. Your job now is to try out this assignment. So just as a reminder, you've got some form of a quotient on the inside of the parentheses, distribute to the top and to the bottom. And then your second step, you may have to distribute to each of the factors. Okay, from here, your job is to complete these problems in the assignment section. So when we look, there are 12 questions. Do the best you can. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to log into Zoom to ask those. All right, see you soon. Bye.